About the parallel world.
Hey, can you tell me about this parallel world idea in more detail?
Oh, sure. How should I explain this? Well, Oh, I know. Let's play rock, paper, scissors.
Rock, paper, scissors?
Ugh. How many times do we have to go through this analogy?
I think we
In
did it with
these
rock,
games.
paper, scissors in, like, Virtue's Last Reward.
And we did it in the first one, I feel like. I feel like Lotus was the one who explained to us, like, the...
Was it? I thought it was Virtue's Last Reward. Maybe it was the 999. I don't know. It was
No,
one of those
I think...
two.
Yeah, I don't think it was Lotus. I think it was, I was dressed like an Egyptian pharaoh. What's her name?
Alice. All Ice.
Alice, yeah. All Ice.
We just shake hands. If I win, you have to give me something.
What if I win?
I'll do anything.
Anything?
Date!
Date, please.
He's 18!
Hmm? Anything.
Date, your
Date,
heart rate
please.
is rapidly increasing. Why
Date,
exactly is
please.
Alright, let's do this.
I don't like your expression, Date.
no. Date, no.
Okay, let's go. 1, 2, 3, shoot.
What should I throw out? What do you think?
Oh, do you want me to do it?
You do it.
Scissors, because I'm holding up scissors.
Cool Name said that he'll yuck this yum.
Yeah.
Yay, I won.
Oh, no. You see, this looks like scissors, but it's actually paper.
That doesn't make any sense.
No, why did I throw out scissors? Why?
You're really not taking this well.
So I get my prize.
I don't have any money.
I don't want money. Instead,
Yeah?
can you pet my head
Excuse me?
and say Iris is a cutie? The cutest person in the whole wide world? A cutie angel?
Fine. Iris is a cutie.
No. Put your heart into it.
Iris is a cutie, the cutest person in the whole wide world. A cutie angel.
I repeated the whole thing while petting Iris in the head.
That's weirdly wholesome.
We just played rock, paper, scissors, right? I won and you pet me.
Can you not word it like that?
But in a different timeline, maybe we tied. Or maybe I obeyed your orders and did something really scandalous.
Rewind time, do it now!
I do not have that functionality.
So those
I mean,
timelines
we
are what
do.
I call a parallel world.
So you think I jumped from a world in which you were dead to this one where you're alive?
That's what I think.
Huh. Parallel world.
I'm gonna write a note to try to redo this rock, paper, scissors when we start jumping timelines.
Why, you think it'll be any different?
Maybe.
You really want to see the one where he wins?
No, I just want to see if they accounted for that, and we'll change it.
Cool Name said it doesn't change, you always lose.
Oh, okay. Thank you, cool
I
name.
can't believe it, but
Sure you can.
Save me
worlds
writing
exist.
on a "This is our purpose" sheet of paper. Remember that from the beginning of the game?
I guess?
It's the
Do you
one
know
line
about
that
the
wasn't
Mandela
voiced.
effect? Or the
Oh, yeah.
Bubba-Kiki effect?
The Boba Kiki effect. I just talked to my partner about the Boba Kiki effect.
Is it just the Mandela effect?
No, they were really mad. I'm sure they'll explain it, but basically, like,
Or the
you
100
know, if
million
I show you
volts.
two,
If I explain that,
Oh,
would you
maybe.
believe me?
I don't think
maybe
they'll do the
they'll
Boba
explain it
Kiki.
then. Yeah. So basically, long story short is, if I show you two symbols, you will statistically be able to correctly guess which one's Boba and which one's Kiki, even if you don't speak the language that I'm talking to you. So, like, I'll show you very quickly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds really interesting, Tessa. I know some urban legends like that. The spatial temporal man, and the lost friend,
Okay.
and the
So-
story of two sisters.
So see, can you see them?
Yeah. Okay.
So which one would be Boba and which one would be Kiki?
The bottom one's Boba.
No. Yeah. I don't know if you did that on purpose, but like 75% of the pop.
How would I do it on
says-
purpose? I wouldn't know it.
Well, I'm saying like you saw them and you're like, oh, this one's the one I think is gonna be Boba, so I'm gonna say the other one. Boba. You do stuff.
I mean, Kiki is the same part repeating, and that top one was like 2 circles that are like conjoined.
It wasn't too well. It's supposed to be more blobby, but yeah. So there's a lot like there's like a standard operational thing that they do, but yeah, they show that you can correctly, like a statistically improbable amount of times people can correctly say that the blobular one is Boba and that the sharp one is Kiki without even again knowing the language that the question is being asked in, like why the person is asking that question. So it's like a whole like.
I think
Our
it's kind of
brains are
leading to have
connected.
the Boba one first, always, to draw it first.
Oh, it's not. Normally they're like horizontally. Again, you're misinterpreting the experiment based on like.
I don't
a
know.
quick
I don't see how this has anything to do with the Mandela effect. So,
It's
Or-
all. It's
or-
it's.
or the spatial temporal man, or the lost friend, or the story of 2 sisters,
It's all the. It's all like a social consciousness. Thing.
or 100
Right, like
million
that.
spheres.
Like all of our information is all social. The entirety of human thought is all shared in some way,
Cool
and
name
we
said
can all.
people are more likely to say the spiky one is Kiki due to the sharp sound, and the round one is Boba since it's a softer
Mhm.
word.
Yeah. Exactly.
Dante, look at this picture.
Oh, there we go.
Let's pull a picture on the phone.
There's a famous
Is that better?
experiment regarding this picture. You show this image to people around the world and ask a question. Which one is Booba and which one is Kiki?
Booba, not Boba.
Believe it or not,
Uh,
98%
sure.
of people asked have the same answer.
Oh, there we go.
The
98%.
rounder one
I
is
was
Booba,
wrong.
and the jagged one is Kiki. Isn't that weird? In other words, everyone thinks that Booba is a certain way
Oh, I'm the
and
2%.
Kiki is the other. It applies
Yeah, you are-
universally across languages and cultures.
What was the joke? What was the joke from the other game?
What?
The you're in Group C because you laugh when someone gets captured.
Group B? I'm
I don't remember the joke
descendants of
anymore.
Group B or whatever. Species B.
Yeah, you're part of species
I'm-
B
yeah.
because you think that they're opposite. Like, do you still think that they're opposite looking at them now?
I mean, now I'm primed already, so.
Yeah, but still, like you can go with your gut. Like
I
even
can't
not
tell
being
anymore.
primed. Yeah, like even not being primed, like I agree. Like the blobular one is Boba to me, and then the sharp one is Kiki for the
It's
same
like
reason
something
that
ingrained inside all humans.
was explained in chat.
Hmm.
Just a harder sound, like the cat. It's like a point, right?
Like worshipping the sun and the sea, or thinking that the mother is soft and the father is jagged. Regardless of your culture or background, you probably think this way. It's what Jung called the collective unconscious. There exists a system of a collective, universal, and impersonal nature, which is
I
identical
did
in
not hear
all
the
individuals.
sentence. Second psychic system
Sorry.
of electrical, universal, and personal nature.
That's what Jung said about it. Think of it like bamboo. Bamboo stalks look like individual plants since they're separated,
Yeah, I think they look like rocket ships, but also women.
but underground, they're all connected.
Wait, what?
Human psyches might be like that too, connected at a
Excuse me, all
subconscious
bamboo
level.
is connected underground? Is that true?
Not all bamboo, but like forests of bamboo can't just be one giant macro organism. Like same thing with fungi networks.
I know fungi, yeah, but
Parallel world?
Yeah.
Yeah,
the biggest living organism in the world is a fungi forest in the
Yeah.
US.
you saved me in the dream, right? And dreams are all about our subconscious minds. So if you follow the roots,
you get to another bamboo stalk.
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that.
100 million balls.
This world is full of really interesting stuff.
What?
But you know the most interesting thing of all?
That's what it says.
It did.
No, what?
That humans exist at all.
The universe developed in a very particular way to get here. If things were even slightly different,
Yeah.
well, the galaxies and solar system and all of that might not have existed at all.
And that means humans would never be born. And even if everything happened exactly like that, the probability of human life developing is extremely low.
Yeah, but there would be nobody to observe that in existence. So
And yet, here we are.
of course the
Yeah, but
universe
these are all like.
Of course the universe that human life could exist in is the one we exist in to observe human life existing.
Yeah. I mean, these are all like ethical, like quandaries,
Imagine a
not
box
like
full of ping pong
like
balls.
physical, like
They would
literally
amount to 100
questions. You
million.
know,
Yeah.
like they're just thought experiments. It's not supposed to be taken
Would
literally.
you be able to pick
I
out
mean,
the one?
that's what these games do though. They take them literally.
Not
Well, yeah.
likely.
But what if there were 100 million of you?
Well, then one of us would definitely pick up the one.
Exactly. The birth of humanity is so improbable that it's basically a miracle. But if there were multiple universes,
Then it wouldn't be strange that at least one of them had humans in it.
She is describing the anthropic principle.
They used that term in Zero Escape, but they didn't actually define it. They just said the anthropic principle.
I never
Yeah.
estimated her intelligence.
Oh, they're not going to define it here either.
Fair. Did you
Do you know
did you
Nelson
realize
Mandela?
that Jungian psychology is essentially what the Persona series is based off of? I wasn't sure if you realized why I started screeching like a Persona song.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
The former president of South Africa. He helped abolish apartheid.
he died in 2013. But a strange thing happened. When the news broke, people all over the world thought, didn't Mandela die in prison in 1980? That's the Mandela effect. It's when your memory and history have discrepancies.
Yeah. In our generation, it's the whole
There are lots of
Bernstein bear.
I think they're both pronounced Bernstein.
Well, yeah, but you have to like go out of your
Yeah,
way
the
to pronounce
spelling.
them differently so people can
But
know
the
what
pun
you're
is
saying.
Bernstein.
Yeah.
Like the name of this
I get
kid's
it, but
book
I'm
with the
saying, like,
letters having
people-
different spellings.
I know, but
Iris, no, get out of
But-
my brain.
that's just a collective phenomenon where people will think they remember something because it's suggested.
Yeah,
Like,
it's called the Mandela effect. Yes.
I mean, that's not what the people believe the Mandela effect is, but
Yeah, people
Or
think that
people
it's like
remembering that
entirely.
Kennedy was assassinated in
Yeah.
a 4-seat car.
how would I know what Kennedy
How
was
many
assassinated
seats?
in?
How
But
many?
in our
How many?
world, he was in a 6-seat car.
Huh.
How many seats are in a
I thought
car?
It was a 4-seater too.
I
Or
mean,
that
I was a
electric
4-seater
mouse
too, but
from
just
that
because I haven't
video
seen a
You probably remember the
6-seater.
tip of its tail being black.
Pikachu.
It wasn't?
Nope, it's all yellow.
Yeah, to this day, I still.
I don't
To be
ever
fair-
remember it being black.
To be fair, isn't there like a special female Pikachu that the heart tip is like filled in, so it looks like a heart?
Not that I've ever
Like,
seen.
Cosplay Pikachu. Now I
Maybe
gotta look
maybe
it up.
cosplay Pikachu looked like that in one of its cosplays, but like,
And the design didn't change.
Oh.
I the design of
cosplay
Pikachu
Pikachu
changed
too.
a
Movies,
lot.
company logos,
What?
historical events, and little things.
Cosplay Pikachu's tip is black. Yeah, but that's not. Sorry, Game Freak. Don't copyright claim this episode.
I literally played Pokemon on my stream many times.
No, that's the bit that I
Cool
do.
Name
Remember?
said it's due to the ears being black tipped. It's why people mistake the tail.
Yeah, I mean, I used to do it because of that, but now I do it because of cosplay Pikachu. It throws me off. I'm like, why would only cosplay Pikachu's
The
tail
Mandela effect
tip
is
be?
everywhere.
For the same reason that there's spiky-eared Pichu is a thing. Like, sometimes they're just alternate versions.
Yeah,
Why do you think that is?
I'm very mad that I couldn't transfer spiky-eared Pikachu forward from Heart Gold Soul Silver.
Because those
I can
memories
imagine.
are from parallel worlds?
That would explain it, I guess.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, it truly doesn't. But again, thought experiment.
Oh crap, we have to go through all these ones too.
Do you know that? Do you know any of these?
No.
I don't know any of these. I knew them. I knew 2 of the 3. Although I knew the
There's
100
this kid.
million ball one
Hey,
and something
He's
else.
in elementary school. Well,
Is this the
A
Two
had
Sisters
this
one?
close friend named Suzuki.
This was The Lost Friend.
The Lost Friend.
One day, after school, they're walking home together.
Uh-huh.
A turns around to tell Suzuki a joke.
Why does A just not get her full name, but Suzuki does? What? I think that's valid.
the plot twist is that A is Suzuki. Ah!
Well, there's like this kid A, but then they're like, oh, friend named Suzuki. Like,
Yeah, no, it's weird. They should
And
just
Suzuki's
given them a
laughing
name.
his butt off. And he's laughing and laughing, and he laughs so hard that his eyes fall out of their sockets.
I don't like the story.
Well, they were hanging down out of his eye sockets.
This is not how anything works. I don't
The
like
nerves
this.
were still connected, but
Can we stop?
Eyes can pop
A is a
out.
I don't
person
wanna
shook and
see
doesn't know what
it.
to do. Suzuki
Pop
just
them back
takes his
in.
eyeballs and jams them back into his eye sockets and keeps walking like nothing happened.
Truly, for
Dang
people
it,
whose eyes
Aibo,
pop
why
out,
do you have to
like,
show me
that's
this?
Literally what you could do.
What?
Just pop them right back in. For people whose eye pop out, like you truly could just pop them back in.
I don't like this. I don't want ever anything like Aiba. If it could just show me this stuff.
So A
Yeah.
asks him about it. Like, hey, are you okay? Your eyes fell out. A is really concerned
Yeah, I'm
for
gonna
his
look it
friend,
up.
you know? But Suzuki just says,
Can eyes pop
yeah, I'm
out?
fine. He doesn't say anything about it. And by now, A is really curious. But he's not getting any answers. So they just part ways and go home. The story only gets weirder from here. The next day, A goes to school, and Suzuki's not there. A is confused and asks his teacher about it.
Yeah,
"Hey,
your eyes can't
where's
pop out.
Suzuki today?"
Ew.
And the teacher says, Suzuki? Who's that? There's no Suzuki in this class. A
There hasn't
says,
been a
"What
Suzuki
are
in
you
this
talking
town for
about?"
50
And he
years.
goes and asks all of his classmates about Suzuki. They all say the same thing. I don't know him. There's no Suzuki in this class.
What is that
There's no
face?
Suzuki.
Odo's face.
Hey.
So that kid must have jumped into
Nasty.
a parallel world without Suzuki.
That's what I think.
That's the story? Oh, no, there's more.
Couldn't Suzuki just be an imaginary friend or something?
No, A was really serious about remembering Suzuki.
It is weird, and there's no way you can pop your eyeballs back in like that.
Well, not necessarily. There's such a thing as a dislocated eye. It actually isn't too hard to put your eye back in if it falls out.
Ota is correct. Dislocated eyes are easy to replace in their sockets. As long as none of the nerves or blood vessels were damaged, there are usually no lasting negative effects either.
But that doesn't prove this Suzuki exists.
Well, I guess not, but
It doesn't. Spatial temporal man?
yeah, it's sort of like a common experience. A lot of people have experienced waking up in an uninhabited world they've never seen before. And most of them describe seeing the same person. The spatial temporal man. He's supposed to be an ordinary old man wearing work clothes. The spatial temporal man guides people
man.
back to the real world. He tells them, this world is not for you, or something.
I'd like to
Or
meet
something.
him someday.
I've had that happen.
Have you really?
No.
I was gonna say I have not
So,
had that
This
happen.
elementary school kid, let's call him C. He goes to school and there's a bunch
His
of things
friend
on the floor.
Makoto. It's like, why you name him C?
postcards, towels, a coffee cup, rice bowls, a sink, lots of stuff.
Wait, what?
See,
I missed it.
realize
I
that
missed
those-
it.
There's a bunch of things.
There's
on
a
the floor
bunch of
at
things on the
school.
floor. Okay.
Stole
Okay, I
all
lost
things
that
from
one
his
sentence.
own house.
How did they get to the classroom?
No one knows. It's not like anyone did it on purpose or there was a thief or anything.
Maybe something happened that made two parallel worlds fuse.
Yeah, maybe.
The Otis stories are less interesting.
So, there's this girl. Let's call her B. She's practicing piano in her room. And her little sister is watching TV in the same room.
It's her sister's
Give her a
name.
name. Give
He
her
asks
a
to
name.
turn the
Give her a
TV
name.
volume down so she can hear her piano playing, you know? So B goes back to practicing, playing a little bit. But her sister doesn't turn the volume down. She's not listening at all. So B turns around to scold her. She was really gonna let her sister have it. But she's gone. She's nowhere to be seen. She thinks, I wonder where she went.
It's almost worse
You
that
can-
for one of the stories they gave one character a name.
Right? They should just not.
But then B hears her sister at the door. I'm home. B runs to the front door and sees her sister and her parents standing there. So B asks, when did you go outside? But her mom says, what are you talking about? She went shopping with me.
This would be a fun prank to do with your family,
It would be a fun
and
prank
just
to do with your
never
friend.
tell the sibling.
But that's like really mean.
Is it like would it really mess them up that badly?
I think it would mess me up that way.
B
Yeah.
is really confused by all of this, of course. She asks her little sister about it, and she learns that her favorite TV show was on. And before she went shopping with her mom, she was deciding whether or not she wanted to stay and watch it or not.
So depending on her decision, a parallel world was made.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
what B saw might have been from the world where her sister stayed behind.
This is the universe her sister abandoned.
Where my sister stayed by. Oh no, fair.
Anything
This
else?
is the universe.
I know a ton of stories like this. Like being suddenly transported 1 year into the future. And there's a missing persons report out for you.
What an Isekai.
Yeah.
You look down at your phone.
That's how you say that word.
realize that
Isekai.
it's not yours. It's
Okay.
not the one you remember having. You look through the contacts, and it's filled with names you don't recognize.
Sounds
Dude,
scary.
that's just stealing somebody else's phone.
There's more, too. Like this town where everyone is Japanese, but they're speaking a
Uh-huh.
completely different language. And all the signs and magazines and stuff have different letters. And it's not like Korea or China. It's the Japan we know, but the language is different.
That's a good example of a parallel world.
Okay, summarize for me.
When did you two get so knowledgeable?
Oh, I don't know.
Tessa is always writing about this stuff on the internet. That's why I decided to research it too. That's how I learned all this stuff.
So Tessa is just it's just Akane again.
Yeah.
Oh,
Just weirdly
hey.
into occult stuff.
I know about conspiracies and secret societies too. I find that stuff fascinating. If you want, we could talk about those.
Maybe next time. Now where's that
I was gonna say,
omelet?
can we eat, please?
Done.
Yeah, like all the food is probably burned by now. Would have brought the dish over. He laid out an omelet rice in front of me and Iris. Iris grabbed her spoon with a huge smile on her face.
Bon appetit!
She picked up a spoonful. Actually, she tried to pick up a spoonful.
Mm.
Tessa, are you okay?
I'm fine. My hand slipped. Let's eat.
The heck is that about? Iris and I ate
That
down
was
rice
weird.
near silence. There was no conversation. Just the sound of the spoon hitting the plate. The diner echoed with it. Before long,
Thanks for the food.
Iris was totally re-energized. Her face was back to her usual easy smile.
That was good. Ota, your omelet rice is seriously the best.
Yeah, it was actually really good.
Aw, thanks. I owe it to my dad. He taught me well.
Well, yeah, where is he now? Parallel universe. You never had a dad in this
universe. Your dad is deciding whether to watch his favorite TV show or not. Oh.
one. Paid for the food and stood to go.
Let's get going, Iris.
Thanks again.
Thank you. Come back soon.
Oda, you're being creepy.
Oh, man.
Where are we going? Probably the last place we can go.
Let's go to Ikume Shrine then. So, because we started the last episode at the cold storage warehouse, didn't we? We started today there?
Did we?
Maybe. I don't know. I'm going to pretend like we did. It was 2 hours ago. I don't remember that. 3 hours ago?
We started at Iris's house with her mom.
Oh, you're right.
You okay?
It's okay. I just
Oh, I might have.
missed a step there.
Huh?
I might have killed Iris.
How?
All dimensions. I should have picked the warehouse first.
I mean, she was already weird with the omelet rice. I think this is inevitable.
Maybe this is like
Shinto Shrine. Make sure they're so
maybe it's
loud.
like the same thing that was happening to Akane in that other game where
Iris
taking
is
wrong
dying in a
choices
fire.
slowly. Well, Iris is getting stabbed
Oh.
in the future, and she's like in the past trying to stop it.
It'd be she's being
And the-
stabbed in the past. And in
Whichever
the
one
future
it is,
trying to
yeah.
stop it.
Yeah. That
True.
it would be that.
The guardian dog.
And
not
every
called a
choice you make
dog.
wrong- It's a Kobainu, isn't it?
What?
It's a Kobainu? Is that what they're called? Shiza? Is that what you're
guess.
trying to say?
It's Growlithe, those things. The lantern. It's, the thing that Growlithe's based on. It's not a dog. It's a dog lion, but I forgot the official name.
Yeah, it's a Komainu.
Chozuya, you wash your hands and face here. Oh yeah, I learned about these. You have
You purify yourself
'cause
before you go to the shrine.
Shinto is not about good versus evil. It's about purity versus impurity, which is
Yeah,
not
it's,
associated with good and evil. And so you need to be
it's,
pure before you interact with the gods because they're pure.
Kegare, right? That's like the bad stuff in Shinto.
I guess.
Like you have to cleanse yourself of Kegare or something like that.
Yeah, but like a lot of gods were made when earlier gods
Yeah, it's
cleansed themselves like that.
A state of pollution and defilement, important particularly in Shinto. See, I know a lot. I know more about Shinto than I thought I did. I know the Komainus. I know about Kegare.
Are these Shinto, the lion dogs? I didn't.
Yeah,
think
they protect the shrines.
Okay. The arc. Stone monument.
Flowers.
Where's the flower? I don't see that.
Flower. NV. What is that? Night vision. Got it.
An iris. More specifically, a winter iris. This is the same flower that was on display at Iris's house.
I mean, she's dead.
Oh, thank
Maybe.
you. Somebody stabbed them.
We didn't. Let's just look. It's a winter iris. There we go. What about a summer iris? Or an autumn
irises-
iris?
They take too much effort to maintain. They're like a big right. They're very finicky.
Is that everything? Yeah, I think so.
None of them was asking how she feels.
Why would we ask that?
Cause she collapsed.
If she wants to talk
What are
about how
your
she
thoughts?
feels, she'll talk about it. I don't need to push her.
What are your thoughts?
It's nostalgic. This place is a memorable one for me. 6 years ago, I used to come here with someone.
Someone?
I used to call him Uncle. He was a thoughtful, reliable
I don't
man.
like where this is
I
going.
thought of him as a father. But one day, he just disappeared.
She's talking about.
Hitomi's lover.
Okay, no.
About Uncle.
An uncle?
When you asked me why I became an idol, I wasn't being entirely truthful. I told you that it was because I wanted to become famous. But more specifically, it was for Uncle. I've been looking for him for 6 years, but I didn't find him anywhere. I didn't know where else to look. So instead of me finding him, I thought that he could find me instead.
You think if you became famous, he'd contact you?
Yeah.
So that is why she became an idol.
I mean, it's also been my dream since I was little. That's a part of it, too.
Why do you use the name Asa? Shouldn't you use your real name?
Oh no, I don't have to. He was the one who came up with the name Aset. He told me that if I ever became an idol, I should use that name.
I don't remember what happened to him.
Why?
You're looking at a winter iris, aren't you?
Yeah. How did you know?
Because they're over there in your face that way.
It's the same kind that's at my house.
And they're your
I
favorite
told you
flower.
about what it means, right?
Good
Yeah, but
news
she
and
doesn't
hope.
know that you can zoom and enhance in real life.
So? You don't need to zoom and enhance to be like, oh, there's winter irises over there.
Iris is also
I mean, you
part
would
of the
need to
eye.
be particularly intimately aware of flowers, because like he would have just seen them in passing.
Or
and
just
it's
be
dark
like,
out.
what is she looking at? And look over there and be like, oh, there's flowers. Oh, they're the same flowers in her house.
Yeah, I mean, he's a detective as well, so theoretically, yeah, he could make those
It-
leaps of logic.
You don't need to be Herlock Sholmes to figure that one out.
I don't think
And
Herlock
the
Sholmes could
goddess
figure
of
that out.
rainbows. A messenger goddess. I told you at Sunfish Pocket, right? That's why the flower means good news and hope.
About the shrine.
It's called Ikume Iribiko Isachi no Mikoto, or sometimes Ikume Tenno, or Ikume no Mikoto.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
There are legends about this place written in the old text.
They always have like 3 names.
It's a shrine
Yeah.
dedicated to the gods. The old legend
I
goes
mean, there
like
are
this.
most.
One day, Ikume Iribiko set one of his followers, Taji Momori, on an urgent quest to find a mysterious magical fruit. A fruit
Yum.
called Tokichiku no Kaku.
Ooh, I like the sound of that.
It's said that eating it will grant you
Never
immortality.
mind, I don't like the sound of that.
After many hardships, Taji Momori was able to find the fruit. But by the time he got back, Ikume Iribiko had died.
No.
She don't even sound upset.
Taji Momori mourned. He handed half of the fruit to the man's wife, and he left the other half on Ikume Iribiko's grave, then died on the spot.
I mean, I feel like I would die on the spot too if somebody sent me on an urgent quest and I got there just too late. I'd be so embarrassed. I'd be like, no,
You took too long on the quest.
no, I didn't realize it was a
Still inside the
timed
shrine.
quest. I thought I had till I finished the game to do it.
Everything is a timed quest IRL.
Yeah, that's sad. It's true, but it's sad. That should be on a merch.
Fruit of immortality.
Every time
Yes.
quest IRL. That's dark.
Not interested?
The main quest of life is timed, so
No, not really.
That's dark.
I'd rather have normality than immortality.
what about normality?
In normality, you gotta be careful because Tetsuya Nomura is gonna come and make a fantasy game. Is that Nomura isn't? He's Kingdom Hearts.
I mean, he does
what's
some
Kingdom
Final
Hearts?
Fantasy also. What?
Yeah, but which one is specifically Kingdom Hearts?
Nomura.
Nomura is just. Is it?
Nomura does
I
is
thought
the
it was-
Kingdom Hearts writer.
Oh, okay. I thought he was like also. Like I thought he was primarily Final Fantasy. I don't know.
No, I mean, he's
The-
doing, I think, the Final Fantasy VII remakes, and he did like 13 verses, or was supposed to.
Ah.
Like, he does some
Oh,
Final
okay,
Fantasy.
so I was correct. Yeah.
So, like, Kingdom Hearts
yeah.
is like his child.
fair. Just again, be careful saying words like unnaturality.
Listen, I can't ruin a series any more than he already has, so at this point, whatever he's
Do-
planning is
Of course he
probably worse than what I'm saying, so
Do you think that the Tamagotchi is going to be canon?
God, I hope so. I spent a lot of money on this thing. It's giving me a lot of stress.
I can imagine.
It's not like we came here right away.
He's already taken off.
Too bad.
Wait, who? Renju. Oh,
It
we
looks
took
like
too
there are
long.
no further clues here.
We took too long.
It appears we've wasted
Oh
our time.
no!
Renju's gone.
I didn't realize we need to go there first.
Summarize for
Date,
me.
we have no time to waste. We should get moving.
Got it.
Oh. I mean, I guess we can at least go there.
Cold storage.
More than meets the eye.
I saw it. I'm sure. Big corpse iris. Right here.
She lays on the table like this. Like
Maybe I'm a
this.
ghost.
Ooh, oh, she would. Oh, that's her vibe. Oh man, I forgot.
But maybe they're not legs. Maybe they're my boobs.
Excuse me?
Boobs. Spooky boobs.
Tried to picture Iris's breath swinging down like that. God. And then I decided not to.
Didn't you say that you saved me in your dream?
A spooky
What did you mean by
boobie.
that?
I told you that I'm with an organization called Abyss, right?
Yeah, you told me 2 days ago.
We find clues in the minds of suspects and witnesses. We enter what we call Somnium, a dream world projected by their subconscious. That's what the entire organization
Should you
is
be
about.
telling her this?
How do you even do that?
We have a machine that we call the sync machine.
Yeah, you probably shouldn't. That's
This is
classified
super
information
classified.
for sure.
Like, not even most
Yeah.
of the police department knows this.
Yeah, there's literally only one of those machines in existence, as far as we know. Like,
It's a sync machine.
we had a,
That's not an explanation. Tell me how it works.
Well,
I don't think Dante
I can
knows how it
explain,
works.
but it will require a bit of background to understand.
Background?
I think the way it works is that it measures your brain waves as you're sleeping and
Hey, get out of my
modulates
house.
them so it matches the target's brain waves, therefore making it as if you are also experiencing the same thing that they are. But then that wouldn't make any sense, because how would you be able to affect things in the dream? Like fixing your roommate's inability to speak.
It's just a multiple reality thing, I think.
Yeah, I guess.
What the hell?
I'm a poltergeist inside the circuit board.
What?
You said I was a ghost, right? Maybe I'm haunting the warehouse with spooky astral projections.
What are you
She's a
talking about?
rotom.
She's way too into the idea of being dead.
Again, kind of a vibe. I feel like if you told me that you were from a parallel universe in which I was dead, I would probably do the same thing. Be like,
You know what? You
"Ooh,
probably would.
I'm haunting you
I
right now.
hate that.
It's
You
like,
you would just be making jokes the entire time like that.
yeah. Be like, man, I used to love eating those when I was alive.
Uh-uh.
Jemima.
Wait, what?
Oil
I'm
drum.
Jemimon.
Dramaimon. What time
Yeah.
did you hear that?
It's not a Digimon reference. It's a Doraemon reference.
I thought it was like demon, but drum.
No, it's Doraemon. Like the character from the
That
titular
color over there looks so good.
Doraemon
Story of
Story of
Seasons.
Seasons.
Yeah.
That's where they're
Yeah,
from.
you're right.
Nothing
But
else.
If I tried to eat it in one bite, I'd break my jaw.
What are you talking about, Date? That's a cardboard box.
You said it was a caramel.
Yeah, you said it was a
Start-
caramel first. Ugh, never mind.
I don't think I could handle being around this human being.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's we only hang out every so often because I'm also like acceptable in measured doses.
So my corpse was on here?
Yeah.
Switching straight into.
Okay, I don't think, because it probably has a bunch of topics, yeah. This is probably good.
Yeah.
Oh, we have a time check to what the new note is. It'll take a second. Shoot!
Shoot.
What some people say when throwing out their hand in rock, paper, scissors. Was that really necessary for an entry? Anthropic principle, finally! Constant observation of the universe must be compatible with life capable of observing it. That's what I said!
Imagine, for example, the surface of the table as a whole with a complicated shape. Concept also drop to the whole. The same match perfectly. Through now, imagine a myriad of electric switch towards the whole over an infinite period of time. Eventually, the whole perfectly. They might even think that that must be the exact shape. Fair.
Okay. Fugu eggs. The fugu, a kind of pufferfish filled with tetrodotoxin. Tetrodotoxin. An extremely toxic. Lethal dose from oral ingestion of tetrodotoxin is 1 to 2 milligrams, said to be about 850 times the potency potassium cyanide. That's not a sentence. Potency of?
The potency
of potassium cyanide.
the potency potassium cyanide.
Jung.
Carl Gustav Jung.
Swish. That
Psychiatrist.
explains a lot.
Psychiatrist.
There we go. What is the flowchart look like at this point? I mean, we're only down one path, but cool.
Oh man, this game.
It looks like there's only one fork though right now. That's not what I want to press. Is that a zoom
boy.
button?
This game feels suddenly a lot longer.
A zoom in. Oh, that zooms way in. This doesn't look like this forks though.
Yeah, it doesn't. It might.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either, but that was a sync, so maybe it falls into like an ending if we fail the sync.
No, because we failed it the first time.
Oh yeah, and we had to restart.
Yeah.
Mm.